Welcome to the 12th day of 21 days of machine learning with Code Warriors. Our today's topic for discussion is KNN algorithm, which is K nearest neighbor algorithm. So let's start with our today's topic. So KNN algorithm is very easy and easy to use and fast algorithm. So let's see what our definition suggests here. So K nearest neighbor is one of the most basic yet essential classification algorithms in machine learning. It belongs to the supervised learning domain and finds intense application in pattern recognition, data mining, and intrusion detection. So as I said earlier, that K nearest neighbor is very easy and basic algorithm and fast in calculation, so it is used various has many application in various domains. So as you can see here in this picture, in on the left hand side there is a plot in which there is data point plotted in red and green color. So red data points are category 1 and green data points are category 2. Now if we want to predict a new data point that from this data point is belong to which category, so after applying the KNN algorithm on the right hand side, you can see that the point new data point color is changed to red, which means that this data point is belongs to category 1. So let's understand how this backend of KNN algorithm works and how it decide whether the data point belongs to category 1 or 2. So let's understand the step-by-step explanation. So our first step is to choose the number k of neighbors. So here the k, we have chosen the value 5. It depends on you what value you want to choose. So the 5 here represents the 5 nearest neighbor of our new data points. So to calculate our nearest neighbor, we have to use the distance formula that we have used in our schools in ninth or 10th classes. So let's see the distance formula required in calculating these distances. So there are mainly four distance formula we use: Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance, Hamming distance, and Minkowski distance. But mostly we are going to use Euclidean distance in our KNN algorithm. And if you see that in Minkowski distance, the formula is generalized formula. So if you put the value of p equal to 2, then this formula will equal to the Euclidean distance formula. So we are going to use Minkowski distance in our practical programs to make the Minkowski distance equal to Euclidean distance. I will show you later how that happens. So as you know that we are going to use Euclidean distance for our calculation of distance between the data points. So let's move toward the step 2. So take the k equal to 5 nearest neighbor of the new data point according to the Euclidean distance. So in step 2 we are going to choose the 5 nearest points by calculating the Euclidean distance between these points. After step 2, now in step 3, among these k neighbors, count the number of data point in each category. Now as you can see that the marked points are the 5 nearest points, so you can see that there are 3 points in category 1 and 2 points in category 2 that are nearest to our new data point. So in step 3 we are going to count the number of data points that are nearest to our new data points. Now we will move toward our step 4. Now assign the new data point to the category where you counted the most neighbor. Now we have to assign the new data point where the number of nearest data point are more. So as you can see that in category 1 there are 3 points and 2 in category 2 there are 2 points. So as you can see here that our new data point will belong to the category where the nearest neighbor are more. So our new data point belongs to the red category. So this is how our KNN model works in backend, and the maths behind this is calculating the distance between the data points. So our model is ready at step 4. So let's move to forward. Now this is the 4 basic line of code that you require in your algorithm to run the KNN model. So for this you are going to use the sklearn module, and from sklearn you will going to use sklearn.neighbors, and from this we are going to import kneighbors classifier class. After importing our class, we will now initialize our class. So our object is classifier, which is equal to kneighbors class, and we are going to pass the 3 parameters. So here n neighbors equal to 5 is equal to the k equal to 5 that we have learned earlier. And now metric equal to Minkowski, that I told you earlier that we are going to use Minkowski and p equal to 2 to make this Minkowski equal to Euclidean distance formula. So for this we are going to use matrix equal to Minkowski and p equal to 2. Now after that we are going to fit our model. So for fitting our model we are going to use dot fit method and pass x train and y train. After fitting our model then we are going to predict, so we will use dot predict method and pass our test case. So this here it completes our theoretical and practical part. Now let's see some advantages and disadvantages of KNN algorithm. So advantages: easy to use, quick calculation time, does not make assumption about data. It will not become bias or dominate over the data training data. So these are all these simple advantages, and so there are some disadvantages of KNN also. So the first one is distance of new instance is computed with all the training samples every time. So whenever a new instance is introduced, there will be calculation of distance between all the training samples every time whenever a new instance is introduced. So this will take a lot of time, and if the data set is large enough, then it will take a tremendous amount of time to execute. Now second is choose the value of k is a tough choice to make, as lower value of choosing the value of k is a tough choice to make, as lower value of k results in higher influence of noise, whereas increasing the number of k might result into overfitting. So yeah, this point is very true, because the value of k is very much important for the KNN algorithm to work efficiently and accurately. So we have to use trial and error method, and we have to use different values of k and predict the output, and based on output we will take the value as good as possible, so there is no case of overfitting and noise in our model, and our model work fine. After this, the third point is KNN is computationally expensive as it searches the nearest neighbors for the new point at prediction stage. So this point is also very true. So whenever a new data point is introduced at prediction stage, we have to calculate the neighbors for the new data points, and for calculating the neighbors we are going to use distance formula, and so it will also take a large number of time for calculating the neighbors a distance of the nearest neighbors. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of KNN algorithm. Now let's see some applications of KNN algorithm. So our first application is movie and product recommendation system. You have seen that in Netflix they recommend you some movies based on your interest, and Amazon, Flipkart will recommend you some product based on your purchase history. So in these type of recommendation system, KNN is used. Our second is text mining. You have heard about data mining, text mining. All these are same, in which we have to extract the important features of data for data visualization. So there also KNN works as well. Our third point is medicine. In medicine, for example, there are many uh, uses of KNN algorithm in medicine, but I am telling you an example of heart stroke. So whenever a person is diagnosed with a heart stroke, there are possibility that it will again have a second heart stroke. So the algorithm will predict that how many chances are there for a person to have a second heart stroke. So this is how KNN algorithm work in medicine for predictions. Now our fourth application is stock prediction. You are familiar with stock price predictions. It will predict the stock price of today current day on the basis of previous year's data. So this here it also works fine. Now the last application is climate forecasting. It's used for in many fields, but I am giving an example of agricultural. In agriculture, farmers depends on climate very much, because on climate is very crucial for the crops. So it is also helping in agricultural field for due to climate forecasting. So these are some applications of KNN algorithm. There are many more applications, So I hope you had cleared your concept about the KNN algorithm and its working. And if you still have some doubts, then you can personally connect me on LinkedIn and ask there. And for submission of the task, you all know how you have to submit your task. You have to summarize your KNN algorithm understanding or work on our LinkedIn post for your eligibility of certification. So thank you for listening me.